Hello everyone, welcome back to Crucial Farms. In today's video, we are going to harvest some moss from the woods, take a look at the bonsai trees, pull some weeds out of the bonsai trees, lay some new moss down, maybe do a little trimming here and there, and overall just kind of a checkup of the trees. So join me today and we'll get this video started. Thank you. So, here is one of the trees we're going to be working on today in a very non-traditional pot. But there's some weeds growing in here, so first things first, I'm just going to do this while holding the camera. Shake out as much bonsai soil as you can and get rid of these weeds. This happens because we have outdoor trees and mow the grass and things like that. I wouldn't say my trees have been neglected. I've just been very busy with doing farm stuff, trying to grow vegetables for this year for us to eat and perhaps sell. More back here, yes. Couple more, almost done. I mean, this can just be done by hand, of course, no problem. But to prevent more of this, we are going to get way more moss and get this guy covered here. We have our little penguin here. He'll go on it. So also, we're going to do a little bit of trimming on this guy. But first, let's head down into the woods and, well, we can just do that magic because I don't have to make you walk with me. I'll just go. Alright, well, welcome to the woods. It's a little rainy back here right now, but I have many places, like you can see here off to my left, where I keep the leaves blown away from the bases of trees or rotted trees so the moss will grow freely. Like right here, right beside this old lawnmower. But this moss right here, by keeping the leaves off of it, was able to grow. So I'll just use a simple rake tool here for bonsai, and I'm not going to take it all. Okay, and I'll rake back the section I want. And I just like to get up under it and lift it and set it right in my bowl. Bring a bowl that can get dirty, and I'm going to take a nice section from down here. It's going to come off in pieces, and that's fine. There we go. A few pieces is fine. It helps it go down so it's different and artistic. So we're going to do 2 trees today. So I'm just going to get enough for what I think would be 2 trees. Now, I prefer just to do this when it's raining because I can change my clothes. You know, it's not that cold out, so I'm not worried about getting too wet or too cold. But everything's going to stay wet, which is just way easier to keep moss and things alive and growing very well when everything's just wet and good. And nothing's going to be harmed at all. So let's get back up to the tree and do a little trimming and a little bit of moss placing. And yeah, we can all get on with our day. Okay. Well, now that we have our moss, let's find some place to set this by all these hot peppers. We have a bunch of hot peppers still left in here growing. But, oh, I noticed some helicopters. Gotta get them out of here. And we'll use a rake real quick just to see. Spread this around some. The soil's good. Also, we're going to check the roots of this tree. Good. We're not even near the edge there at all. No, they're not back here either. So that's good right now. I mean, this tree will be perfect to go for another year in this pot. So real quick, I'm just gonna trim the top of this tree and make sure that that's all in frame. It is. So we can see some new growth here, which is great. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go back down to here And we are going to trim. And just going down right after where it splits, if that's there. And it will split again, hopefully. Just giving it a quick trim. Because this bonsai is kind of more of a miniature hedge, I guess you would say. My wife and I decided on. From the top, when you look down, we saw a heart, which has since kind of grown away. So I'm still just kind of keeping it short and stubby. And here I'm just removing anything that looks bad underneath. But I mean, that's all I want to do right now. Okay, it'll grow again. It'll keep growing, no problem. Now we'll just take some of this moss that we got, and I kind of want to fill this guy. So, and it'll spread itself as well. And all you want to do is just get it on there and press it in. And it pretty much does everything else by itself. These green leaves out of here. There we go. And also the moss is going to help hold moisture against the soil. Even though it's raining out, just going to give this moss an extra little watering here along with the tree. And we'll call this one done. And we'll put Mr. Little Penguin back here, and let me go grab the other tree we're going to work on today. Here is the other tree that I'm going to work on today. This is my cascading juniper, which last year, I think I did a video at least on it once. I trained it to get in this curve down here, and it is, I mean, all the new growth is amazing. It's doing much better than my other one. Mr. Fox here, we'll just get him out. And we're going to pull the weeds. There's a nice big chunk of moss in here. And it is spreading slowly. But I am going to add these chunks around the base here of the juniper. It hasn't had any problems with drying out or anything like that. It's just, I just think it'll help add to the aesthetics of it. So I actually did grab what I think will be just enough moss to cover around in here. This nice piece has got a bunch of woods on it, and we'll just go right up under here. Oh yeah, love when plants come together. And hopefully, well, not hopefully, this will root and this will spread around the pot completely up top. Got this little chunk here, which is just gonna, yeah, he's gonna get right there. Now I've left a nice airspace around the base of the trunk. Mr. Fox can probably easily stand here on top of the moss, and the moss will grow fine. We like our little animals to kind of give scale in our mind of what this tree would be like, because it's a miniature tree of maybe, you know, the huge tree would be on the side of a mountain, you know, it would be this big. I see very little trimming I want to do. kind of where I want to do some trimming is where I see, like right here. I'm just going to remove this one, and now I have space between here. This is just so they're not rubbing each other. I like to see the space between. So there's very minimal cleanup I have to do on this. I just put this guy together last year, I think it was. So very simple pruning. Nothing real major at all. I love how the new shoots are tiny and just nice and green. Yes. In about 3 or 4 days, I'm going to go ahead and do a feeding on my bonsais. We have a few that don't look like they might have made it too well through the winter, which was to be expected. Like I said, I mean, I'm completely self-taught, so all this is pretty new. But when I see trees like this one, and I know that I brought this out, and I'm making it do this, I'm just very happy about it. I'm not happy about this pot, so next year I think I'll be definitely changing this pot. The glaze has completely broken off of it. But yeah, if you like this video and you want to see more videos like this, give me a like, give me a share. I know I've been doing a lot of farming type videos, but that is this time of year, that is what's going on. The bonsais is just a hobby of mine. But I appreciate you all coming. I appreciate all the new subscribers, and I'll see you all again real soon. Bye-bye.